Followed by Diana Martel. Excellent.
Thank you for this opportunity. This question's on charter schools.
Sure.
In 2011 and 2012, you and Education Commissioner Pryor, Senator Murphy, and other political players were wined, dined, and given awards by the Turkish Cultural Center and the Peace Islands Institute. The honorary president of the Peace Islands Institute, by the way, is Fethullah Gulen, a major Turkish Islamist who now lives on a compound in the Poconos, surrounded by armed guards. Your award was presented by Nebi Demirsoy, I might be butchering these names, but who is or was president of the Turkish Cultural Center, executive director of the Peace Islands Institute, and president of the Putnam Science Academy, Gulen Private Boarding School in Putnam, Connecticut. In 2013, a group of Turkish Islamists made their third attempt to apply to open a Gulen charter school in Connecticut. Gulen charter schools are surreptitiously Islamist and financed with our tax dollars. The schools then bring a substantial number of their faculty members over from Turkey on H-1B visas, thus sending Connecticut jobs overseas. Then these Turkish teachers are paid more than their American counterparts, and their visas are confiscated until such time as these Turkish teachers send an agreed-upon percentage of their salaries back to the Gulen movement in Turkey. Thus, our taxes are subsidizing radical Islamists. Incidentally, Gulen charter schools are being investigated by the FBI and the Departments of Education and Labor. My question is, how did you wind up a part of this? And if the Gulenists return with another application for a charter school in Connecticut, what will you do?
Well, let me just stop you for a minute. I can assure you I've never been wined and dined by that group or anybody like it. I don't know whether the things that you are saying are true or not true, quite frankly. And about them, we do have a large Turkish population in Connecticut. I am governor of the state of Connecticut, and I'm accustomed to meeting with groups, ethnic groups, religious groups on a regular basis, and I'm probably going to continue to do that. I'm not involved in charter school applications, except I was once when I was mayor of the city of Stamford with respect to a school for, quite frankly, students that our system had failed, and quite frankly needed an alternative. So with respect to this group and whether you're saying what's right or wrong, I'll bet you that there's a public forum in which you can raise every one of those points if they apply for a school. I'll bet you that there's an opportunity for you to be heard and others to be heard on that subject. And I'll bet you at that time there'll be somebody there who could say whether you're right or wrong or disagree with you or not disagree with you. So I mean, I hear you, and let me put it this way. If everything you said is absolutely correct, then they probably wouldn't get a charter. For instance, you indicated that they've applied 3 times and have never gotten a charter. There's a certain evidence in that, I would say to you. But I invite you to make those points, and that's why we have to have a public process with respect to these things. So thank you very much.